Remember a few days ago, Babalola petitioned the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee, requesting them to strike off the name of human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi from the roll call of lawyers in Nigeria. That's to withdraw his license to practice law in Nigeria. Now the verdict is in. The Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee has outrightly rejected his call to debar Dele Farotimi from practicing law in Nigeria. In part of the statement they released, they said, quote, "The publication is an intellectual property and not a conduct or action committed while practicing as a legal practitioner. All aggrieved parties who find the publication defamatory should ventilate their grievances through the regular courts," unquote. This is a small win for human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi in his quest to defeat Babalola. There are still about 6 or more cases, including criminal ones, that Babalola brought against Dele Farotimi. Nevertheless, it's still Dele Farotimi 1 and Babalola 0, with about 6 still to go.
The thing I need all of you to know is this: I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. Amen. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil. Yes. But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. He says, "Once have I spoken, once has He spoken, twice have I heard." He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. That's true.
Dele Farotimi expressing his appreciation for the solidarity he received from Nigerians during his ordeal in Ekiti prison. Now his bail has been perfected, is expected to be back in Lagos anytime from now. Anyway, this should serve as an awakening for Babalola. No matter how they want to frame it, defamation still remains a civil matter. Let's get back in history to how Ganifawemi of blessed memory handled defamation when a colleague of his defamed him. He wrote a book to counter him. He didn't drag him to any court. He didn't connive with anyone to file criminal charges against him. He just wrote this book and called it The Lies and Lies of Dr. Olu Onagoruwa in his book titled, quote, "A Rebel in General Abacha's Government," unquote, by Chief Ganifawemi Eseyan. Ganifawemi wrote this book to address all defamatory statements that Onagoruwa made against him in his own book. He itemized everything one by one with verifiable evidence so that all the people that read Onagoruwa's book will be forced to read this one by Ganifawemi. It's like an opinion piece that someone writes in a newspaper against another person. That person has a right of reply in the same newspaper or other newspapers, where he can debunk all that the person wrote about him. This is how it works. It's not as if they don't know all this, it's just that they are intoxicated with power. They like to intimidate and oppress people. They like to show people, hey, I am more connected than you are, I am wealthier, there are certain things you can't say against me in the society. So for having that audacity to say it, I will show you that I'm more powerful than you are. It's just a pity that our criminal justice system operates the way they do. If it wasn't the case, wicked, corrupt individuals wouldn't be able to exert their wickedness on others. How are they going to do it when the police wouldn't cooperate with them, wouldn't go on their errand and start arresting and intimidating someone just because they wrote a petition? Is the person going to hire thugs to do the job for him? This is the problem here. If the police is independent, they operate on their own, they have a mind of their own, these things wouldn't be happening in our society. How can the police act on someone's petition? Any big man anywhere can wake up one day, write a long petition and submit to the police, and the police will start acting based on that petition. What it means is that the person that wrote that petition has become part of the police. In fact, not just part of the police, he's now a commanding officer, a high-ranking police officer, to be able to command policemen to go on errand and start arresting someone he wrote a petition against. This is the reality. The police shouldn't be for hire, neither should they work for the highest bidder. They don't know they are making a mockery of themselves, not just themselves, but Nigeria at large. This is why anyone, including foreigners, can pay money to have police protection, official police protection and escorts. And the worst part is that the police never conducts any due diligence to know the job or the character of the person paying for police protection. That's why any foreigner can demand for police protection and receive them. Even policemen jostle for such positions. They want to be bodyguards to VIPs because of the perks. They know that VIPs can pay them upwards of 10,000 naira per day just for being their bodyguards. And do you know the implication? Look at the recent arrests made by the EFCC. Some of the foreigners that were involved in scams in Nigeria, some of them had official police protection and escort. Can you imagine that? Policemen were bodyguards to scammers who were scamming foreigners and even Nigerians in this country. So this explains why Nigeria has become some sort of magnet for international criminals. If a criminal knows he can buy police and get away with a crime, what's not to like? He will say this is the best place to live in the whole world. This is the best place to set up shop for criminal activities. They will come here and set up shop and commit all sorts of criminalities against individuals anywhere in the world, and when the police intervenes, they will just pay them off. They wouldn't even need to wait till the police intervenes. They can pay for them to become their personal bodyguards. Can you imagine being able to pay for police protection? That's pay for police, they become your personal bodyguards in a country like Ghana, Senegal, London, New York. It is not possible in these countries. Only in Nigeria will the police raid people's homes. These people were just sitting in their homes. They didn't do anything wrong. No petition was written against them. Nothing at all. They just raided them to arrest them and demand for bail money. Christmas extortion. It is happening in many cities right now, as you can see in this one in Port Harcourt.
See them. When I find Christmas money, come break the door now. I sabi all of una, I sabi una, all of una. Come break the door. Unnecessary search. Oga, come break the door. See am, I dey video you. They could come out for night. I think they do you. Nonsense. Bros, now even you said. As I be you, no worry. As I be you, they talk say I dey talk anyhow. Come break the door now. You dey find Christmas money, you no go see am.
Just came to read.